Okay. Well, welcome everybody to tonight's team call on the 16th of October. Hopefully you all saw the sun today. It was a lovely colour and hopefully no one gets caught in too much weather over tonight and tomorrow. But at the same time, kind of looking forward to it. I love the wind and the rain, so hopefully it doesn't hurt anybody though. But tonight we've got our team call, and I'm going to be doing the compensation plan simplified. Okay. But first of all, we just got a couple of announcements. So we just want to make sure that everybody is fully aware that next Friday is the Northampton Business Day, and that's for anybody doing the business. The lunch isn't provided, so you need to bring your own lunch. It's £35 now for the day, and it's a great day. They've got some double presidential diamonds from America coming over. We've got a presidential diamond from Australia. We've got leaders in the UK. We've got some great speakers. It's going to be a great event. And in the evening, we have a little party with a band for everyone to get to know each other and to socialise together. So that'll be fun. Please stay for that. A lot of us are staying over at the hotel, so if you want to come and stay at the hotel is only like £60 for the evening at the moment, so book online. There is parking at the hotel, and it costs £5 for the day, or if you're staying in the hotel, it's free. And then the Saturday, we have the Oils Day, which is run by DoTERRA Corporate, and it's for all the oils. So it's for only oil products. Only products and stuff sold by doTERRA is going to be there, and it's going to be what you can do with essential oils. So it's for customers and business people. Everybody's invited to the Saturday. That is £45 now, and it is and you get lunch for free with that as well. So book that online. It's on our Silver Blossom page. If you can't find it, have a look on the doTERRA Corporate Way pages, or post a Facebook message, or check you upline to see if you can find the link for that. Also, many of us are going to the European Convention next May. It's still only £90, £95 at the moment, so book it soon because it will go up to 120. And it's going to be a great event. It's going to be the biggest event outside of the US for doTERRA ever held, so it's really exciting. It's going to be great. All of our events and team calls, whatever we're doing, are on the Silver Blossom Facebook group. You go to events, you'll see them all. We've just started the continued education classes this evening. So if you haven't heard about them, they're for all customers. They're literally just about essential oils, just to help you learn more. We had our first one tonight, and then the schedule is on Facebook. So check it out. Okay. And also, hopefully many of you have been enjoying this month's promotions. It's been the best month ever for whatever. So for us, and so it's an amazing deal this month. So we've got you get Balance, Citrus Bliss, and Serenity free if you spend over 200. So you've still got another 14 days left of the month for people to buy this promotion. They don't get the Breathe because it has to be between the 1st and the 15th of the month on LRP for that to happen, but they can still get 10% off the Serenity Complex, etc. So still plenty of the month left for this deal and this promotion. It's an awesome promotion. Now I'd just like to hand the time over to Raji, who's going to give us an essential oil experience. So over to you, Raji.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Raji, everyone. I'm quite new to doTERRA products. I've only been using them for the last 3 months. Initially, my reason was because I had a really bad frozen shoulder. And at first I was a little bit skeptical about the whole, does it work? What will I experience? Will it actually benefit me? But I have to say, after using the deep blue oil, I used to apply it every 20 minutes for the first day, and then it was every couple of hours thereafter. I then went on to using the deep blue rub. I did find I was getting more movement back in my shoulder. I couldn't quite believe it, how quickly it started working. I was really impressed by it, and I've just carried on it through. I've seen it through quite till now, to be honest. I use it every now and then when I feel like the pain is coming back, but my shoulder is so relieved. I'm really thankful for Lindsay introducing me to all these oils. It's really completely sort of changed my life. I know that sounds very cliche, but it definitely has. I used to be very limited in my shoulder movement and really restricted with the kids. I no longer am, so I only have all good things to say about it.
Ah, thank you, Raji. Thank you
That's
very
all
much.
right.
And thanks for sharing being so young into doTERRA. But you know, the first thing you do with doTERRA is get to know the oils and the products and get to love them. So
Definitely.
thank you for that. And it's great to remind us all, you know, it's why we're all here, really. It's all to share the products with everybody. So thanks for sharing.
Definitely. That's okay.
Wonderful. So now I'm going to talk to you about the compensation plan. But I'm going to talk to you from a perspective of if you are explaining it to a new person. Okay, so there'll be lots of details that I leave out. And if any of you want to know those details or want to know anything more after I've done the presentation and I've unrecorded it, then we can have a conversation about any of the details that you want to go into. But we get a lot of questions. You know, when you first explain the compensation plan to somebody, you don't want to go into too much detail with them because you don't want to confuse them. So you want to just give them an overview on a very simplistic basis of how they can earn money with doTERRA. Okay, so the way I start is to tell them, be upfront with them and tell them the qualifications that they need to earn commissions with doTERRA. Now, I would generally leave out retail profit because I don't want to confuse people. We all know what retail profit is. Just simply put, it's 25% off anything you sell on your website. But people don't sign up to LRP, they don't do monthly orders, etc. So that's just something that you sell off website. It's a different thing to what qualifying for the bonuses we're talking about today for the comp plan. Okay, so people want to qualify for anything other than retail profits. These are the qualifications. They need to spend 100 plus PV per month, or the month that they want to earn commissions on. If they want to earn commissions in January, they could miss it in February and not earn commissions, but they could do it again in March and earn commissions, and then miss it again in April. That's no problem. That's down to them if they want to do that. Okay, so that's how it works, and not tied in. They have to be on LRP though to be able to earn commissions. They need to meet the criteria for each bonus because each bonus has different criteria to it. But the great thing about that is that all bonuses are independent of each other. So it doesn't mean that if you don't get one bonus, you're not going to get the other. You know, they're all independent of each other. So you can achieve all of them in different ways. And that's what we're going to talk about today, those 4 bonuses. So the first one is weekly fast start bonus. Now, in order for somebody to earn a weekly fast start bonus, they need to have introduced somebody to the oils. So if you introduce somebody to the oils, you would earn 20% on whatever they spent. Okay. And then whoever introduced them would earn 10%. And whoever introduced them would earn 5%. Okay. And that's done for the first 60 days. So only the first 60 days does this count. It then turns into another bonus. Okay. Now, when we say 20%, it's 20% of the PV, which we were discussing about. So if someone spends 100 PV on LRP, it could be £80, it could be £120. It just depends on the products you buy. So if somebody spends 100 PV, and you are going to get commission on that, you would get commission of 20 PV of 100 PV, because that's 20% of the 100 PV. And then So what is 20 PV? Well, 20 PV is calculated with the exchange rate, etc. Okay, so that's how roughly you would work out PV and explain it just very simply to somebody as to how they earn commissions with weekly fast starts. Now, fast start is weekly. It's how we, it's the running costs of the business. It's how you keep going with the business. It's, you know, introducing people to the oils, and it brings in little bits of money every week to tick you over. Very quickly, fast start helps people to pay for their oils, for instance. Starts to help them pay for their business. So we use fast start to pay for most of the running costs of our business, and always have. So that's where we looked for fast start to do for us. Okay, the fast start is a great bonus. It's the only bonus that is paid weekly, and the reason doTERRA pay it weekly is because they want us, and they want the wellness advocates to be getting money in weekly to be able to help them continue their business. That's what that's there to do. The second bonus is called the monthly power of 3. And this bonus is paid monthly. And simply what you need to do is find 3 people that spend 100 PV each, and they find 3 people that spend 100 PV each, and then they find 3 people that spend 100 PV each. And at each level, you get a different bonus. So at the level 1, you would get $50. At the level 2, you get $250. And at level 3, if you had that, you'd get $1,500. Okay. Now there's a little bit more detail to that, but I generally wouldn't explain that to somebody in their first introduction to essential oil, the doTERRA compensation plan, unless they really want to get to know this business plan. Okay. But that simply is the way to build the business, is to get 3 people, and for them to find 3 people. That's what they need to do, and that's all they need to do. Okay, and then find customers to place underneath them as well. doTERRA, the third way of making money with the compensation plan is called Uni Level. Now, after fast start, so the fast start lasts for the first 60 days of somebody joining up. After that 60 days of somebody joining up, if they do a third order in the 3rd month, you would get what's called Uni Level, not the fast start. Okay, so Uni Level would then start. And how Uni Level works is that everybody underneath you is on a level. So you could place them on your level 1, or on your level 2, or on your level 3, all the way down to level 20. It goes even further. Okay, but generally you're looking at level 1 to level 7. Even though team members below you are obviously looking at 1 to 7 themselves, which could be on your level 20 or wherever it is. But on your level 1, you earn 2%. On your level 3, on your level 2, you earn 3%. On your level 3 and 4, you earn 5%. And on your levels 5 and 6, you earn 6%. And then on your level 7, you earn 7%. Now, all you need to know with the Uni Level is that you are actually going to make that money on those levels. And eventually this bonus will be your biggest bonus by a mile. It becomes very, very big. And it's amazing, because what I love about Uni Level is that if somebody orders, you don't have to structure, you don't have to find, oh, have I got the 100 power PV over there in the right place? For power 3, for instance, you have to have 3 people in the right place have it. With Uni Level, it will just pay, because anybody that orders underneath you, you're going to get a percentage of, depending on where they are underneath you. So it's a very exciting bonus, but it grows gradually. This one does. So it doesn't. It's not going to be big straight away. Fast start is the biggest one when you first start. The power 3 starts to grow with that. Uni Level is the one that takes time to build, but eventually becomes the biggest one. And then the 4th way of making money with doTERRA is the leadership bonuses. And this again is paid monthly. So fast start's the only one that's paid weekly. Uni Level, power 3, and the leadership bonuses are all paid monthly. And they're paid on the 15th of the following month. So if you would due commissions for the month of September, you would be paid between the 15th and 20th of October. Okay, so doTERRA generally do it on the 15th, 16th, like for instance, we got paid today, but they give themselves between the 15th and 20th. So if you haven't paid before been paid and it's about the 19th to 20th, don't worry, they've still got a day or two to pay. But generally, I've always seen it that it's between the 15th and 16th of the month. The leadership bonuses are exciting bonuses because they're your second biggest bonus. They are massive bonuses. And in doTERRA, we've just introduced about 3 or 4 months ago a new bonus called the empowerment bonus. And I'll just explain how these bonus pools work. So what doTERRA do is they take 7% of the whole company volume and they split it between all of the leaders. So if we go back to this slide, you'll see here at the top where it says paid as title, and you'll see consultant, manager, director, executive, elite, premier. At premier is where the leadership bonus ranks start to kick in. Okay, so premier, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, blue diamond, and presidential diamond, which is what we have here. So what they do with all of the premiers and the silvers is they take 1% of the whole company turnover and they split it between the premiers and the silvers. So if you're a premier, you would get 1 share of that 1%. And there may be 100 people there, probably more like 100,000 people there. Okay, and the silvers as well get 1 share. So if you're premier, you would make £150. That's what we work out that is roughly each month. Premier bonus, the empowerment bonus for a premier is £150. Oh, it says Uni Level, but that's leadership bonus. I should say leadership bonus. Sorry, I've written that wrong. But so £150 is what you make at a premier. As a silver, you get the empowerment bonus of £150 plus you also get the silver bonus. So if you have a look at the silver performance pool, you've got 2% of the whole company volume, which is split between the silvers, golds, and platinums. And a silver gets 1 share, a gold gets 5 shares, and a platinum gets 10 shares. So if a silver is £100, a gold would be £500, and a platinum would be £1,000. And that's roughly what it works out to be. So roughly a silver makes 150 plus £100, which is £250. So silver generally makes, for just the leadership bonus, between £250 and £300. A gold would make between £500 and £600, and a platinum makes between £1,000 and £1,200. Now, obviously, they differ because it's a percentage. So each month, depending on the volume and depending on how many people hit that volume, depends on what their payout is. So it could be 550, it could be 600, depending. And then when you hit diamond, the pools become much, much bigger. And at blue diamond and presidential diamond, and you can earn anything between 2,500 at diamond to 3,500. At blue diamond, 9,000 to 12,000 pounds, and at the presidential, 18 to 28,000 pounds. And that is just for the leadership bonuses. Okay, so if we add it all together, the average earnings for somebody in the UK, and these are based upon our earnings, can be anything between, £100 to, £70,000. £70,000 a month. Okay, and it can be higher than that. So depending on how long you want to take and how quickly you can get there, you can have a look at this earning schedule and just kind of put yourself against that to match up what you kind of want to earn and how long it's going to take. Now, obviously, this is what we did it in, so it's not an exact science. You may take longer, you may do it quicker. But those are what you can earn, and it's exciting. The earning potential with doTERRA is amazing. You can do it part-time, you can do it full-time, or you can do it full-time and really go through it quickly. It's totally up to you. That's what's wonderful about the doTERRA business, is that it's in your hands to be able to do what you want to do. So that's it, simply put. So if you were explaining it to somebody quickly, you may even want to not do the leadership bonuses. I find it hard to not share the leadership bonuses because it's such an exciting bonus. But that can be a bit complicated when you first start. So that's how I would share it, and I share it just simply so they get a little grasp of what the conversation is all about, get a little bit of excitement so they can see the potential with it, etc. Do we have any questions, guys? I know we had a few here. If you want to come on and speak, then that's wonderful.
Sorry, Nath, I didn't hear what you said about the empowerment bonus because you just totally cut out when you were saying that. But that's in addition to the leadership bonus. Could you just explain that briefly, please?
Oh, it looks like I cut out. Oh, yeah, you said that. Yeah, so the empowerment bonus is just, oh, there we go. It's just the same thing as all the other leadership bonuses. All DoTerra have done is added an extra 1%. They've added an extra pool, and then with the premiers and the silvers, they get 1 share each, and they split that 1%. So if a premier gets £100, well, if a premier gets £150, the silver also gets £150. But the silver also gets 1 share in the leadership performance pool as well as the empowerment pool. So a silver will get £150 empowerment bonus, and he'll get £100 leadership bonus. Does that make sense, Fiona?
Perfect sense. Thanks, Nath. Yeah.
Perfect. It's just an additional pool that they've added to it to give. They felt that Premier was a big enough rank to earn a leadership bonus, but it wasn't getting recognised or rewarded for anything, so they added it there. But then also Silver needed to be more than the Premier, so they allowed Silver to be in that pool as well. It makes it. So it's amazing that they did that.
Nathan, could I ask a question, please?
Yes, please.
It's V.